Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're dreaming of hitting the open road in an RV, but are waiting for a loved one to heal and join you on this incredible journey, then this video is for you. Today, we are diving into how you can get excited, stay motivated, and be super proactive in preparing for your RV life adventure while you wait. So Bob, Jim, and I will take you along on our RV planning journey as we wait for Jim to heal from his stroke, from start to finish, from planning your route and organizing your gear to building a supportive mindset and creating a comfortable, healing-friendly space on wheels. Let's turn this waiting period into the perfect launch pad for your dream road trip. So buckle up, get inspired, and let's make every moment count on the road to freedom and adventure. It's hard to give up a dream, and it's hard for those that are recuperating to feel like they've caused you to give up a dream. So while people are healing, use that time wisely to be an encourager, a planner, to look forward to what the future is going to bring rather than what life has caused you to miss. And because you're not doing this in a vacuum, you've got family members and others that are coming along on the journey too. That means you have to paint the picture, create the vision of what this amazing adventure is going to look like in the future and get everybody on board. So let's talk about how you do that. I don't know about you, but I hate reinventing the wheel every time I want to do something. So I've created for you a template, this life guide, and it will, starting today, help lead you to that dream of tomorrow that you dreamed of, the one that life interrupted. And I'm engineering it in a way that will help you create your own master plan, leading you to many happy trails. And I'm even more excited that you're coming along on my journey from the beginning. Now, one of the first things we're going to want to recognize is everybody that's involved in this adventure is in a different season in life. For me, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to travel. And for Bob, it's all about the food. He wants to experience the food in different areas. And as long as he can be back in time for fishing season, then that's all that he cares about. Now, for Jim, he's got some recuperation to do. He's got some questions in his mind about how's he going to navigate this? Is he going to like doing this? Bob and I have been campers for a long time. Jim was when we were kids, but this is going to be another new adventure for him. Jim has a great eye for photography, and we're hoping to really utilize his skills on this channel and during his recuperation. For Miss Izzy, as long as she's with the family, she is going to be one happy pup. In the first 3 months of working on your master RV plan, you're going to end up setting your vision and your goals. So during this time, we're going to think about when you really want your launch date and how do you plan towards that. You're going to clarify any motivations, goals, schedules, those kinds of things. And more importantly than anything, you're going to discuss plans with family members, significant others, and anybody who has a stake in this adventure. As human beings, we have a tendency to really buy into those things we have a say in or something we've contributed with. So one of the most powerful things you can do is to have a family meeting. And at this family meeting, you want to prepare them by saying, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a family meeting, and here's the purpose. We want to talk about our thoughts, our ideas, our plans for this RV lifestyle, and we want your input. It's also important that they know that they need to come prepared to this meeting. The older the person is, the more likely that they're going to feel validated and respected by you including them and by you holding them accountable to be prepared. And the younger they are, they're just going to be so excited that you ask for their opinion. If you're like me at all and you like to plan, it's really demoralizing when you plan all these amazing details for an adventure like this, and then people have completely different ideas. So instead of falling into that trap or letting anybody in the family fall into that trap, you need to set up some ground rules. And one of the things you want to do is listen to what everybody has to say. Make sure that people listen with an open mind, not to be negative about those thoughts, feelings, desires, wants, wishes, whatever at that time. This is a brainstorming time. It's not a time to say no to anybody's dream. The other thing that you want to be able to do is to listen to what the nuances of fears are so that you can address those later. And what are the things they don't want to do? Those are just as important as the things that they do want to do. You might find as you get closer to the end of the meeting, and don't drag it on too long or people will get bored with the whole idea. But you might find that they are getting so excited about this new adventure. And you may need to bring a little bit of reality into the conversation as well. One, it's not going to be tomorrow. In our case, it's going to be 2 years. And another part of the reality is we might have to sacrifice some things in order to make this dream come true and help them be a part of what are the things that we're going to have to sacrifice or maybe do differently in order to be able to really, in 2 years, make this RV dream come true. This is also a great idea to talk about what that looks like because they have an idea in their mind. But what would really help is if the whole family could see what that looks like. So give them magazines, give them the opportunity to research on the internet, to find visual representations of what they want this new life to look like. And what you're going to do then is put it together on a vision board. Often what happens is everybody will come up with a different thought, and that's great. Let everybody put their own vision board together. And what you can do then is have each person share what their vision board is all about, why they chose the pictures that they did. And then you might say, okay, let's select 1 or 2 pictures from everybody's board and put that together and make a family board. So some of the reasons the pictures I chose are because of what they convey to me with words, and words are important to me. So first of all, I want to go to places where campers are actually welcome. I want to go where it's warm weather. I want to make sure we have handicap accessibility, and it has got to be dog friendly. I also put in here the reminder we have to manage our money. There are some things we want to do in order to be able to have the things we want to have in the future. And this little funding thermometer up there is a great place to put either measurements, and then you can, fill in the red as you get closer and closer to your goals. And that's a visual the whole family can see. We do know the RV we want to get. We do want to get, at this point, the 311 FS, the Leprechaun. Now, hopefully they'll have a newer one by then, but here's a picture of one. And we're going to have to do some downsizing, particularly in my brother's home. Now, Bob and Jim haven't created their vision boards yet, but I'm hoping by showing them an example like this, like you, it will be able to help them visualize what theirs could look like. And then we'll go from there. So remember, your first 3 months are going to be all about brainstorming, about getting everybody's wants, needs, and opinions together. It's about sorting things out, having lots of discussions before you get down to the brass tacks of buying things. So what's next? Well, your next steps will actually be in an upcoming video. But during those initial first few months, you need to keep the encouragement up. You need to keep the excitement going. But you also need to address the fears. Do that early on. Find out what they're concerned about so that those can be eliminated before you go too far. You can also suggest ways that your family can begin to prepare even in the early process, like maybe throwing away some old things or not buying quite so many new things. The further you get into the process, the more important it's going to be for you and your significant other to really have some boundaries, things that you're going to negotiate together, negotiate with your traveling partners, and things that you're not going to negotiate. What are those lines that you can't cross or any of you can't cross? And then finally, you're going to also set an example by living your new process. When you explain why you're sacrificing something, when you put everything in the context of, I'm doing this to train myself so that I can live more minimalistic in a smaller abode with in a tiny space, in not my home, then you are leading by example. So I hope this first session is really going to help you get in the mind frame and get excited about your new adventure. And you don't have to wait. Now, if you're considering living stationary in an RV, or you want to dig a little bit deeper into what it takes to get ready to live in an RV, then you might want to watch these videos. And the one on cooking, we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. So you might want to watch this one now. Hey, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And would you do me a big favor? If you like this video, would you like and subscribe? Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.